One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the San Diego State Aztecs, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. We're looking forward to it all week. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Let's think just a little bit about San Diego State. Recruiting starting to pick up a little bit for them, Jesse. I'm sure you saw they got a 3-star quarterback last week. And for a program like this, that can be a great building block.
That was a massive win for them. There were so many bigger programs after.
There he goes! That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
I love the route there on the corner by the tight end. Against man coverage, he's able to get a little wiggle, create some separation, use his speed to get vertical, put his foot in the ground, and then use those long arms to haul the pass in.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Gonna take a shot. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. The give to the back. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He'll try the left side. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't Olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job when they're hurting. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
They'll run it from the gun. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Hauls it in. They'll mark him down right there, but it'll be enough for a Kentucky 1st down. Fast completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Hands it off. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fires to the right. He's got it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Kentucky right back to the line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. They're working that left side. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
And the Wildcats trying to cash it in on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And he puts through the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Aztecs will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They booted away on 4th down. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Gets it out fast.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
Using the quick game. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. First and goal for the offense. Trying to punch it in. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Kentucky going quickly. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with it.
And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Wildcats! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game. But when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And they fail to hook up on third down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Might as well give it to him again. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Looking deep. Pulls it in down the middle. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
A nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Setting up the screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
and so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Wants to throw again. Makes the catch. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
Oh, it's a fake. And it's caught. Can he get to the marker? He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45.
Man, that is awesome. That gets the juices going. That gets everybody excited. You work on these fake punts all the time, but you don't call them all the time. But the coach saw something, executed it perfectly, called it at the right time, and got a shot in the arm, get some energy, snap it into the up back, completing the pass.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Aztecs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Sometimes the timing of the screenplay, it takes a little bit of time to get some depth and a little bit of acting by the quarterback and the running back. Well, they didn't win an Oscar. Let's put it that way. Not good acting. That play went nowhere. The screen pass was not successful.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. The Aztecs will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way, and they finally get him down at the 2.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
On 2nd and goal, they go right back to him. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in.
And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the first down. You don't now. Decision time, 4th and short.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And the Aztecs will try to pick it up on 4th down. The snap sets up to throw. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Wildcats buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Quarterback may change this route. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. Makes the catch down the right side. Lots of room to run. Touchdown, Kentucky! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Auburn had an impressive showing there on the Plains, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Bo Jackson is impressed with this one. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the ground with the back.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 8. Oh, you know he wanted that pick 6, but the offense is in business.
And these are the mistakes backed up you can't make as a quarterback, man. You've got to protect the football. Big-time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense up with elite field position.
This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they... Beck's going for the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point was good. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to run it. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
He does a good job of scrambling around and trying to make a play, but I tell you what, you don't want to take too many shots like that. Those big hits, oof, if you get up now, you're dang sure going to feel it later.
The Aztecs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job of making a play, forcing the incompletion.
This time it's complete. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kentucky.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Now they'll line up for what they hope was automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
And the San Diego State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Leaves it with the back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Aztecs will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. He's got the back in the middle. Still running at the 40. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Power football with the run. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm.
Breaks into the open. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing it.
Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. Slithers into space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Looking downfield on first down. Fakes the grab on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game. And I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there.
Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Working the middle. And he's brought down after a nice game. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. From the red zone, looking for a space. Out of the backfield, he's open. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Fires to the tight end. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Slams ahead. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
And the returner will be brought down. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll leave it with him. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. The Aztecs will punt it away on 4th down. You may keep that punt rush honest after completing a pass earlier.
Man, college football is crazy. It looks like he's about to go score on this punt return. Instead, getting down inside the 10-yard line, he coughs it up. That is a play that could very well define this game.
Wants to pass. Touchdown, Aztecs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
He'll bring it out. It's Potts. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory. Going to take a shot. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Wildcats. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Yeah, and I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the 4th down.
He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. And the returner will be knocked down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same.
There he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wildcats. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man.
And the San Diego State offense will take over. First and 10.
The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Quick strike complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
And a big deflection on third down forces a fourth down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the... Running free! He's at the 30. The 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Kentucky! They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
They feed him again. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation, and they've given him the ball a bunch. He's just had nowhere to run, and I don't think anybody expected him to...
And the quarterback pulled up 2 and sacked at the 12.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
On this first and goal, let's see what Kentucky does. To the air, it's Jefferson. Trying to find the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Kentucky! They stretch this lead here in the fourth, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Got his man quickly. Lowers those pads. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Aztecs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Back to the ground with the running back. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Aztecs come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run the option. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Defense has it. They're on the move. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Here we go. To the air, it's Jefferson. Gets it out quickly. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down.
And the San Diego State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
The big fellow laying out. Look at that body control, using all that muscle, all that strength to lay out and make the big catch for his team.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. Fighting off the defender. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Fakes to grab. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Punt is in the air. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line.
Kentucky Wildcats will take over. First and 10.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.